you have learned some basics of game development and you want to start making something. But then you run into the following issue. You don't have images, you might not be an artist, and you don't have images that you can use in your game. This could be sprites, or you might need a tile set to use in your game, and you don't have any of that. So I'm going to show you in this lesson some websites where you can find free images. Now, before we start, a word of caution. Some of this artwork, even though it's free to use, it might not allow commercial usage, or it might have requirements such as having to name the person who created the artwork, give them credit or attribution. So I claim no responsibility for the usage that you do with these resources, and as long as you read the descriptions, usually it's very clear what you can and you can't do with it. And if you're not sure, you can always try to contact the artist to make sure that you're not doing something illegal and you don't get into trouble. So the first website that I'm going to show you, it's called OpenGameArt, and it's a website that has a lot of resources. So people here upload images that they want other people to use. Now, why would somebody upload images for people to use for free? There are different reasons. Sometimes it's a good way for artists to promote themselves. So, for example, you're an artist and you make awesome game art, but nobody knows you. So what people do is that they share these things and then they become famous, and somebody might contract them for some work. So that's one reason why people do it. Some other times they just do it because you build a game and there were some extra artwork that you didn't use in your game, and you just want to release it so that somebody else can use it. That would be another case. Or in some other times people made a game and the game wasn't very successful, and you're like, and we have these amazing images, let's just put them out for free. So there are different reasons why people might release their artwork. So in this page, you can search by different tags. There's a search bar here, and there's heaps and heaps of things. And all of them have their licenses, so you have to read what they allow and what they don't allow. In some of them, as I said, they might require you to give them attribution. In some other times, they're just like, oh, just use it for whatever you want. If you want to make money with it in your game, that's great. Just do it. So this is one of the good sites. Then there's one called OpenClipArt, which is not necessarily artwork for games, but you can find a lot of artwork for different things, and obviously you can use some stuff for games. I've used some of these things in tutorials and in courses and things like that. In here, usually it's all public domain images that you can just use for free, but again, just make sure that that's the case. Like, I claim absolutely no responsibility for what you do with all this stuff. There's this also a company from Holland that publishes a lot of things in OpenGameArt, and it's Kenny. I'm not sure if it's just one person or if it's a studio, but they have a pack of artwork called the Donation Pack that has thousands and thousands of images, and you can choose how much you want to donate. I think you can also choose not to donate anything. I recommend you that you donate something at least. I've donated something at one point, so I usually use these images in my tutorials, and in this course even I've used some of them. So those are some great resources for you to find sprites, tile sets that you can use in the tile map editor, or sprites that you can use directly on your Phaser games.